that are starting to bust are
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is the 2024 Class A American Legion Baseball State Tournament here in the great state of South Dakota. This is game one of this year's tournament. I am Brayden Butler. I will be one of a few voices you will hear on the air throughout this entire tournament right here on KYNTV. Every team, every single game from this opener, game one between Sioux Falls Post 15 East and Watertown Post 17, all the way through to Saturday's championship. All your coverage right here on KYNTV. We're getting things started well with Sioux Falls Post 15 East and Watertown Post 17. It is the 4 seed against the 5 seed on paper in the bracket, the most competitive first-round matchup. But all these teams coming into this tournament are here for a reason. We are expecting a great day, great week of baseball here at Bob Sheldon Field in Great Brookings, South Dakota. I am Brayden Butler. Once again, thank you for joining me for game number one of this tournament. And while talking about the tournament, let's talk about the bracket for this tournament. Obviously, with game number one, Sioux Falls East against Watertown. But this bracket review is brought to you by the Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton. They're located next to I-29, a mile from Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium and the South Dakota State University campus. They're only a 2-minute drive to conventions and events at the Tehl Center. You can start your day with the free hot breakfast. I know I did this morning. Work from your room with free Wi-Fi and relax in the indoor pool. All the Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton, all at the Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton in Brookings, the official state tournament hotel partner for the Class A Legion tournament. Bracket review as we take a look this opening matchup. Number 4 Sioux Falls East Post 15 against number 5 Watertown. Your second game of the day will first pitch at 1 p.m. That's the Renner Post 307 Royals, the number 3 seed in the tournament against the number 6 Yankton Post 12. I'll be back on the call for that one along with Bryce Ladwig. We are part of KYNTV. Will be the coverage of any Yankton games. The two of us will be covering those. After that, at 4 p.m. will be Harrisburg Post 45 Gold, the top seed in the tournament, taking on the number 8 seeded Brandon Valley Post 131, who is actually the 9th seed in the Super Regionals. So they're the only low seed to make it out of the Super Regional round. That starts at 4 p.m. And then the last game of the evening, the host, Brookings Post 74, the number 7 seed, will take on the number 2 seeded Rapid City Post 22, the Hard Hats out of Rapid. That's at 7 p.m. this evening. All games, pregame coverage for all games will start 10 minutes before first pitch all week long here on KYNTV. Do we give a shout out for the people we have on hand? Austin Kathol, he's our runner today, our equipment technician. Whatever we need, something's going wrong, he's going to run out and fix it. Bryce Ladwig, the producer here in the booth next to me, making sure this whole thing, this whole operation runs correctly. And your action cam today will be Tehl Tanner for at least the first 2 games. You'll hear Tehl on the call as well later on. You'll hear Bryce on the call next game alongside me. We're all going to be rotating throughout the day today. And, we're trying to make everything to get this the best broadcast possible for you, the viewer, the enjoyer of Class A Legion Baseball this year's state tournament. Let's go to your matchup preview real quick for these two teams. Sioux Falls Post 15 East comes in with a 36-13 overall record as the number 4 seed in the class. They have a 19-6 record against Class A opponents. As for Watertown Post 17, 44-23 overall, 24-9 in Class A. They're announcing the starting lineups down on the field right now, so we'll give them to you as well. We'll start with Sioux Falls Post 15 East. Dylan Rippentrop will be batting first, playing left field. Sawyer Tolk will bat second, playing shortstop. Colin Lunders will bat third, playing right field. Sawyer Mint will be the cleanup man, playing first base. Tate Schaefer at third base, batting fifth. Bryson Mitchell, batting sixth, is your designated hitter for Post 15. Ryan Hirsch is the center fielder, batting seventh. Brayden Olson, batting eighth and playing catcher. And Chase DuBois, batting ninth, playing second base. Your pitcher today for Sioux Falls Post 15 East will be Caden Watson. Now for Watertown Post 17, Hayden Reese will bat leadoff, playing third base. Mitch Olson will bat second, playing left field. Nate Briggs will play shortstop and bat third. Nash Berg playing first, batting fourth. Marcus Rabine will be the designated hitter, batting fifth. Marcus Pitkin, back-to-back Marcuses in the lineup. He'll bat sixth, playing center field. Trayton Hemmerich will bat seventh, playing second base. Jonathan Lake batting eighth, playing catcher. And Dylan Rodden will bat ninth, playing right field. Caden Rylance will be the starting pitcher today for Watertown Post 17. Looking at some key stats here. We'll start with Rylance on the mound for Watertown. As soon as it loads up on my phone. Gotta love technology here, but this is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament in Brookings, live at Bob Sheldon Field. KYNTV will have all of your coverage. Looks like the ace of the rotation, strictly based on numbers, the most innings pitched on the team this year for Caden Rylance. 61 1/3 innings pitched across 12 games. All of them starts, has a 7-3 record. He's allowed 27 runs, 19 of them earned. He has 109 strikeouts, a 2.168 ERA, a 1.076 whip, and a batting average against of .136. Head coach Ryan Neal knows that this is an important game, game one. It's a double elimination tournament, but you don't want to go behind the eight ball in the opening game of the tournament. Throw out, on paper, your best arm, who's had a great season so far in Caden Rylance. Across from him with Caden Watson, there's no stats recorded for him on the mound this season. So it's two very different players coming out on the mound. One of them, 61 1/3 innings pitched this season. Caden Watson, no innings pitched heading into the state tournament. Not sure if there was something where he missed time in the season or if there's just Dan Hughes, head coach of Sioux Falls East, throwing out a little bit of a different strategy in game one. Looks like we're going to go to the national anthem here shortly on KYNTV. This is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament from Bob Sheldon Field.
Career. At first base is Greg Warren, and at third base is Lloyd Jones. At this time, we ask that you all please rise and remove your hats for the reading of the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship. It will be followed by the playing of our national anthem. To recite the code, the chairman of the South Dakota State American Legion Athletic Commission, Mr. Lyle Tolsma.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Let's have a great game and repeat after me. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Good luck, gentlemen.
Now presenting the colors, Brookings, Hoffman, Townsend, American Legion, Post 74. A reminder to please remain standing and honor the colors after the singing of our national anthem until they have been retired.
Color guard, halt. Left, peace. Reset, hook.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so beheld at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart hearts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we have our ceremonial first pitch. Harry Manchin has been a supporter of baseball in Brookings for over 50 years. In fact, the glove that he has on his left hand is from his first year as a Brookings baseball supporter. With a passion and enthusiasm that is unmatched, his work to improve this facility, the Brookings baseball program, and the community is unparalleled. He is here to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Manchin. Harry, it's your pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Manchin.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV for the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. We had our ceremonial first pitch, our presenting of the colors, the reading of the creed, and the national anthem. Thank you to the PA voice for this tournament, Tyler Merriam of the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. You'll be used to hearing him. You'll be used to hearing him if you're a big fan of Jackrabbits and their athletics. Getting ready to go here. Sioux Falls East is the high seed, so they will be the home team on the scoreboard starting out in the field. We went over each team's batting lineups, but in case you missed them, we'll go over these lineups again. Out in the field for Sioux Falls East, Dylan Rippentrop will play left field. Center fielder will be Ryan Hirsch, and right field will be Colin Lunders. Let's go around the horn. Inside the diamond, third base will be Tate Schaefer. Shortstop Sawyer Tolk. Second base will be Chase Du Bois, and first base will be Sawyer Mint. Your battery today will be Brayden Olson behind the plate and Caden Watson on the mound, making his first start this season, unless there was a glitch in the stats that I was given. Looking at the lineup today, also, Bryson Mitchell will be batting in place of Watson as the designated hitter for Sioux Falls East. Looking at Watertown, how they will come up. Hayden Reese, Mitch Olson, Nate Briggs. That's your three-batter minimum. That's 1, 2, 3 in the order. Cleanup hitter will be Nash Berg, followed by Marcus Rabine 5th, Marcus Pitkin 6th, Trayton Hemerick in 7-hole, Jonathan Lake batting 8th, and Dylan Rodden rounding out the order batting 9th. Caden Rylance will be the starting pitcher for Watertown. He will be hit for by Marcus Rabine out of the 5-hole as the designated hitter. Throw down to second from Olson. And we are ready to go here from Bob Sheldon Field in Brookings, South Dakota. As I say that, the wind picks up, starts blowing some of my papers around, but it is okay. We are ready to go. Watson on the mound. He will face Reese to start. Hayden Reese, the right-handed hitter. Batting lead off here for post 17. Watson comes set on the mound. Works primarily out of the stretch from the looks of it. Olsen setting up off center, setting up on the outside part of the plate. First pitch is taken for a ball, and we are underway here at Bob Sheldon Field. It's the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament right here on KYNTV, and there's the first strike from Watson. It's a 1-1 count. One. Bends in on the inside corner. Had Reese turning away from it for a second. Thought it might clip him, but it sneaks in and catches the zone. It's 1-2. Watson kicks and fires. That one outside. Can't get Reese to go fishing. Makes the count 2-2. Watson set from the stretch. Wheels and deals. This one sent back up the middle. That'll be the first hit of the tournament. Hayden Reese is on at least first. He'll take the turn, but should scurry back as that ball is thrown in quickly. Nice little single out to center field for Hayden Reese to get things started. That brings up Mitch Olsen, the left fielder. Olsen, the left fielder, and the left-handed hitter from the looks of it. He stands up outside the left-handed batter's box. Got our first righty-lefty matchup. Should see a handful of lefties in this tournament. We'll see if any of them are good pole hitters. They can send it to the Bank Easy Big Fly Zone. Brought to you by First Bank and Trust out here. That's behind the right field fence. First pitch misses for a ball to Olsen. And KYNTV would like to recognize the corporate sponsor, partner of this state tournament, First Bank and Trust. They're proud to support the 2024 American Legion State Tournament and wish the best of luck to all competing athletes. Tell you more about them after this pitch. Watson fires home. That one misses high for a ball. Find out how First Bank and Trust can help you bank easier at bankeasy.com or visit them at 520 6th Street here in Brookings. Brayden Butler here on KYNTV in a 0-0 ball game. It's a 2-0 count from Watson on the mound. After a leadoff single from Hayden Reese, make it 3-0. Watson trying to work away here. He worked away to the right-handed hitter Reese in the first at-bat. Now he's working away from the lefty. Trying to do some weak contact, maybe get a ground ball, double play. Now he's got to attack the zone. He just misses it. It's a walk for Mitch Olsen, puts runners at first and second with nobody down in the inning. That brings up Nate Briggs. Briggs, the shortstop here for post 17. This is a Watertown lineup that had a busy week here recently. A couple weeks ago, played 7 games over 5 days. It's an exhausting turn of events, trying to get through that, especially late in the season. But they did get a little bit of rest before this tournament. Wild pitch gets away from the catcher, so runners are going to scoot to second and third. Puts Reese on third and Olsen on second. 2 runners in scoring position as Nate Briggs looks to break the deadlock here. 0-0 in the top of the first. We're going to get a quick little mound visit here. Conversation for Watson on the mound. Trying to settle him in here. Gave up that leadoff single back up the middle. A walk and a wild pitch have moved runners to second and third now. Wind is definitely picking up here in Brookings. It seems like it's blowing in towards our booth, so won't help any power hitters trying to get a fly ball out to the outfield. Watson fires home. That one in there, clips the outer part for strike. It's a 1-1 count from Watson. He'll deal home, looking for the same spot, gets the call again. 1-2 count now. Watson trying to settle in here against Nate Briggs. Nashberg on deck, Marcus Rabine in the hole, the designated hitter. Nobody out in the inning with 2 runners on. They're on second and third. That one started to go around, held up in time. They'll take it for a ball. Good reflexes there from Nate Briggs. That one up in the zone, above the zone for a ball. Count goes full. Watson was ahead in the count, but back-to-back balls make this a crucial payoff pitch. Nobody down in the inning. Runners on second and third for Watertown. Hot shot back up the middle. That'll score at least run. It's one. It's fielded in center by Hirsch. He's going to throw in. They're going to hold the runner at third. So runners at the corners, an RBI single from Nate Briggs, the first run of the tournament. Brought in by Briggs, and it's Hayden Reese who comes across to score. Mitch Olson moves to third on the single. Runners at the corners with nobody out for Nashberg. Nashberg, the left-handed hitter. He's in the cleanup spot. This is usually saved for one of your more powerful bats. First pitch to him, outside. Oh, clips the zone for strike one. A little bit of late break on it maybe there. I am off center in the booth. Umpire at home has got a much better look at it than I do. The 0-1. That one outside for a ball. 1-0, or 1-1. Watson trying to settle in here. Watertown leads 1-0 after that RBI single a few moments ago by Nate Briggs. That one outside as well for a ball. It's a 2-1 count now. Watson working away. Doesn't want to leave anything in the zone. Similar situation to earlier on with the runner on first, trying to induce some weak contact in the infield. Looks like the fielders for Sioux Falls East are double play depth. That one fouled back into the net. 2-2 count. Berg steps back into the box. The 2-2 pitch. Just outside for a ball. Count goes full. Watson doesn't want to walk the bases loaded, but he doesn't want to give a meatball to Berg with 2 runners on. Nobody down the first inning of play. The 3-2. Berg, chopper down the first base line. That'll go out of play. Berg committed early. It looked like the pitch had a little late break on it, so it was just a protection swing by the end of it. The 3-2. That one's outside for a ball. Runner was taken off from first as well. He slides in safely. I don't know if he knew he had a free bag, but that loads the bases. Puts Berg on first, Briggs on second, and Olson on third for the designated hitter, Marcus Rabine. And we're going to get a quick mound visit here. Coach wants to come out and talk to Caden Watson on the mound. It is not head coach Dan Hughes, but the full coaching staff for Post 15 East here in this one. Dan Hughes, the head coach, assisted by Jake Barkema and Siler Melvin. Watertown, their coaching staff today. Ryan Neal, head coach. Nick Geff, the assistant coach, along with Travis Smith, and their bat boy, Phoenix Thomas. I was talking to a broadcaster from Watertown earlier on, calling the fastest bat boy in the East. I've seen him scooting into screen a couple times here on KYNTV so far. So the home plate umpire going to go break up the huddle on the mound, make sure everybody's settled in. Whole infield want to know how they're going to attack this bases loaded situation. Nobody out in the inning, bases loaded. Already down 1-0 is Sioux Falls East. Watertown had an RBI single from Nate Briggs, who's now on second base. Hayden Reese is the one who came around to score earlier this first inning. Let's see if Watson can work out of this jam. First pitch to the left-handed hitter, Rabine, is in there for strike one. Watson likes the call he gets from his catcher, Olson, as he comes set again. He'll deal home. Big swing there. Gets him to swing right through it. Strike two. Oh, 2 count to Rabine. That one's outside for a ball. Good mix of lefties and righties so far for Watertown. This is their 5th hitter. I believe it's their 3rd left-handed hitter. Giving pitchers different looks. The 1-2 in there, gets him looking. First punch out of the game for Caden Watson. Sets down Rabine, looking backwards. K gets hung up. That brings up Marcus Pitkin, the center fielder. Pitkin out of the right-handed batter's box here. 6th batter to come to the plate for Watertown. 3 righties, 3 lefties. Like I said, good mix. That one misses outside for a ball. It's a 1-0 count to Pitkin. Trayton Hemrick on deck. Jonathan Lake in the hole. That one's in there for a strike. It's a 1-1 count now to Marcus Pitkin. Looking at Pitkin on the season, he's got a 321 batting average and OPS right around 900. Very good player. 52 hits, 15 of them for extra bases. The 1-1 takes that one outside for a ball. Pitkin's also got a couple home run and 39 RBI on the season, as well as 45 runs scored. 2-1 pitch, swung through and missed. Watson has some good velo on the plate, on the mound. Got that one over the plate. Watson shakes off the first sign. Now comes set, like something he sees the second go around. The 2-2 to the right fielder, and that will be down for a base hit. Gets right past the second baseman. That'll be an RBI single. Runners move station to station. RBI single for Marcus Pitkin. With one down in the inning, makes it a 2-0 lead here for Watertown post 17. Mitch Olson comes across to score on that single to right field. Next up in the order, the 7-hole hitter, Trayton Hemrick. Hemrick got about 285 batting average coming into this. 50 hits, 6 of them for extra bases, 39 RBI. Takes ball 1. One-0 count now from Watson on the mound. Fires home to Hemrick. Fouled near the first base dugout. Yeah, rattled off the fence in front there. Watson didn't like something about that ball. They're going to check it. Home plate umpire tosses that one away. Don't use that ball no more. 1-1 count from Watson. One down in the inning with the bases loaded. That one misses high up around the chin for ball 2. Two-one count as Watson comes set again. Bases still loaded here for Watertown. This one popped up foul territory and out of play. It's going to be a souvenir for a fan as it hits the concrete. What I just heard is correct. If you bring that ball back to the concession stand, you get 50 cents or a free bag of popcorn. I'm going to have to start chasing some balls later on. This one sent out to center field. Given chase is the center fielder, Hirsch, and he will glove it for the out. Fires in quickly. It looks like it's going to be a sac fly RBI. First and second stay put, but coming across to score is Nate Briggs. Sac fly RBI for Trayton Hemrick. That brings up Jonathan Lake. 2 down in the inning. Watertown leads 3-0 here over Sioux Falls East. It's only the top of inning number 1. East bats haven't even been up to the plate yet. Jonathan Lake steps up to the dish. The 8th Watertown batter we've seen come to the plate so far. That puts Dylan Rodden, the right fielder, on deck. And then top of the order, Hayden Reese is in the hole. It's a 1-0 count. First pitch missed for a ball from Watson. Second pitch in there for a strike. It's a 1-1 count now. That one outside for a ball. It's where Olson's setting up on that outer part. 2-1. Started to go around, but checked up. Doesn't matter. You got the load, but never really got the bat head around. Was in there for a strike, though. It's 2-2. And Watson has thrown a lot of pitches here in the first inning, almost 40. The 2-2 misses high for a ball. Count goes full. 2 down in the inning with 2 runners on. officially over 40. That was pitch number 41 of the outing, just in this first inning for Caden Watson. Payoff pitch. They ring him up for strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of inning number 1. But not before 3 members of Watertown Post 17 come across home to score. Sioux Falls East has some work to do if they want to get back into this one, but plenty of time to do it. We'll be back with the Sioux Falls East bats in the bottom of inning number 1 here on KYNTV, your official home of the 2024 Legion Baseball State Tournament. We're back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV, your official home of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. We're live from Bob Sheldon Field in breezy Brookings, South Dakota. A little wind picked up this morning, but it should be warm throughout the week and very, very good weather. All hoping. Find some wood to knock on real quick to make sure I didn't just jinx us there, but it should be a lot of fun this week for Legion Baseball. The Class A State Tournament, Watertown Post 17 against Sioux Falls Post 15 East is your first game. Watertown leads 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. An active first inning on the base paths for Watertown. Throw down to second base means we are ready to go. Leadoff hitter is Dylan Rippentrop, the left fielder. He'll be followed by Sawyer Tolk and Colin Lunders. That's your 3-batter minimum for Post 15. You got to hoping to get at least one of these runs back early. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Rippentrop. Oh, 1 count now to the Sioux Falls East left fielder. And he'll get a piece of this one, but send it foul. Make it an 0-2 count. This is Caden Rylance on the mound. Over 60 innings pitched this year. That one in there, strike 3. First batter is a 3-pitch strikeout looking for Caden Rylance. That brings up Sawyer Tolk to the plate, the shortstop, batting second today for Post 15. Colin Lunders goes into the on-deck circle. First pitch to Tolk. In there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. This one fouled off, out of play. Similar to the first at-bat so far. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. 1 gets by him, 1 on a foul ball. See how long Rylance can keep it up. That one's in there, strike 3. Back-to-back 3-pitch strikeouts looking. Caden Rylance is dealing here to start. That brings up Colin Lunders, the right fielder. Batting out of the 3 spot today for Sioux Falls East. First pitch in there for strike 1. Lunders on the season has a .394 batting average, a 1.125 OPS. Very good hitter. That's why he's in the 3 spot. There's the first ball of the inning, first ball of the outing for Caden Rylance. The immaculate inning is off the table. Makes it a 1-1 count. The 1-1 trying to bend it in there. But couldn't clip the zone. Ball 2. 2-1 count now from Rylance to Lunders. 2-1. Swung in. Popped up. Back off the netting. Hit the tippy top of the netting there. Almost went over. But a foul ball. That ball will stay in the field. Sioux Falls East player will pick it up. That is Sawyer Minton, who's on deck. First baseman, if it gets to him, as there's 2 down in the inning. This one popped up out of play again. Back-to-back foul balls. After back-to-back 3-pitch strikeouts, Charlie Lunders giving a battle up there at the plate. Here in the bottom of inning number 1, Watertown leads 3-0 over Sioux Falls East. 2-2. In there, strike 3. 3 Ks, all of them hanging backwards. 3 strikeouts looking. Caden Rylance can't put together a much better inning than that. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody gets left on base. All of them via the punch-out. Rylance sends them to the top of inning number 2 in a 3-0 ball game. Watertown leads, looking to increase their lead when we return. This is your official home of the 2024 Legion Baseball State Tournament on KYNTV. I'm Brayden Butler. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To fix my fixer-upper.
To be done renting.
To make more room.
If a great home is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust can help you navigate buying, building, or remodeling with local mortgage experts who make it easy.
To give Hazel a big backyard.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes home buying easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back in here on KYN-TV, ready to go for the top of inning number 2. Dylan Rodden leading things off here. The 9-hole hitter leading off the top of the second. He's going to ground out to the third baseman. That's a 5-3 put out to get things started here in the top of the second. Brings up the top of the order. Hayden Reese led off with a single, came around to score back in the first inning of play. That one misses high for a ball. Caden Watson still on the mound. The 1-0 misses the zone as well for a ball. One down in the inning in a 3-0 ball game. Reese gets a piece of it, but fouls it off. Make the count 2-1 after back-to-back balls to start. We're here live on KYN-TV, your official home for the 2024 Legion Baseball State Tournament. That one up around the chest, neck area of Reese. He takes it for a ball. It's a 3-1 count. Mitch Olson on deck. Nate Briggs in the hole. Reese and Olson round out the 3-batter minimum. But Reese wants more than that as he fouls that one off again. Still fighting. Count goes full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Misses the zone for ball 4. Reese will take first base on the walk and bring up Mitch Olson. Watertown has been patient at the plate today. That is their third walk drawn. The first by Reese. That brings up Olson, who walked in his first at-bat. Came around to score a run. One of the 3 runs that Watertown put up in the first inning of play. It is 3-0 here in the top of the second. Watson wheels and deals to Olson. That one back into the net. The 0-1. In there for strike. It's 0-2 now to Olsen. The 0-2 pitch. Misses the zone for a ball. Mitch Olsen at the plate. Brayden Olsen behind the plate. It's a good frame job by Olsen, the catcher. Olsen, the hitter, has a 1-2 count. 1-2 in there. Strike three looking. As the third punch out here for Caden Watson. So he's starting to settle in the second inning after getting into a bit of trouble back in the first. Brings Nate Briggs to the plate. Had an RBI single. Came around to score a run later on last inning. He is the third run on the board for Watertown. First pitch. Misses low and away. Good block behind the dish for Olsen. Keeps the runner Reese at first. Nashberg is on deck with Marcus Rabine in the hole. Got the 1-0 coming. That one misses outside for a ball. It's a 2-0 count. Inside for a ball, make it 3-0. Briggs had to bend out of the way a little bit. 3-0, light presumably red for Briggs at the plate. Should be taken all the way, but I've been wrong before. The 3-0 pitch, he is taken all the way, and that one clips the inner part of the zone for a strike. It's a 3-1 count now. Watson, another strike in there. Make it 3-2, battling back on Briggs. It's a full count. We'll get a payoff pitch coming here from Caden Watson. Likes the call he gets from his catcher Olsen. He comes set. Wheels and deals, runner takes off, ball 4. With a full count and 2 down in the inning, runner wasn't moving no matter what, but that is ball 4, puts runners at first and second for Nashberg. 2 base runners this inning, both on the walk. Outside of that, a ground out and a punch out. Berg walked and was stranded on the base paths in the first inning. 3-0 Watertown leads Sioux Falls East here at Bob Sheldon Field for the Class A state tournament. That one fouled off into the dugout. His teammates must have been giving him a hard time when he was coming to the plate as he sends the first pitch right back over to him. It's an 0-1 count from Berg. Everybody's all right down there, so no need to worry. The 0-1 misses outside for a ball. It's 1-1 to Berg, the left-handed hitter. Throw down to second, trying to get a back pick. Runner's going to take off for third, sliding in. He's going to be out trying to get to third base. Great play behind the plate by Brayden Olsen to go for the back pick. And then out in the field, the shortstop, Sawyer Tolk, leaking up with the third baseman, Tate Schaefer, to get the lead runner out at third. Hayden Reese, final out of the inning. Watertown still leads 3-0 as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. There's no hits, no runs, no errors, and one runner gets stranded on base for Watertown. We'll be back here on KYNTV with more coverage of the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time.
Turn your clutter.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Come back here to live action in a 2-1 count here. Leading off this half inning is Sawyer Mint, the 4-hole hitter. Cleanup man for Sioux Falls East. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. He's going to send this one out to right field for a base hit. First hit of the game for Sioux Falls East comes in the bottom of inning number 2. They still trail 3-0, but the cleanup man, Sawyer Mint, getting things started right. And that breaks the streak for Caden Rylance, who started this thing with 3 straight punch-outs. Tate Schaefer now to the plate. Let's see what Schaefer has, the right-handed hitter. Rylance comes set. He'll wheel and deal. That one's in there for a strike. Good velocity on the pitch from Rylance. He's got good placement as well. It's an 0-1 count. That one's in there for strike 2. Make it 0-2 count now to Schaefer. Rylance gave up the first single of the game. He might have took it a little personally. Checks the runner at first. Now comes set, working out of the stretch. That one fouled out of play down by the on-deck circle in the third base dugout. Dan Hughes in the third base coaching box giving the signal to his batter and runner. See if it's all smoke and mirrors or if there's a call in there with an 0-2 count. Down 3 here in the bottom of the second. That one gets away from the catcher, Lake, and that is going to scoot the runner from first to second. Sawyer Mint now in scoring position on second base after that pitch got away from the catcher. Taking his time to get back in the box is Tate Schaefer. Schaefer steps in. Rylance comes set. He'll fire home. That one misses inside for ball. 2-2 count now. First runner in scoring position today for Sioux Falls Post 15 East. Schaefer at the plate. Bryson Mitchell on deck. Ryan Hirsch in the hole. Nobody out in the inning. Barring an untraditional double play, all 3 of those batters will come to the plate. That one misses outside, ball. Payoff pitch, big moment coming for Rylance and Schaefer. Checking the runner at second. Now he'll fire home. This one on the ground to the third baseman. Scooped up, looks the runner back to second, throws across the diamond in time. That's a 5-3 putout for the first out of the inning. Good throw over by the Hayden Reese over there at third. Stepping up to the plate now is Bryson Mitchell. During this time, KYNTV would like to recognize the corporate sponsor and partner of this state tournament, Brookings Auto Mall. Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. They will take anything in on trade and will buy out your lease or loan without penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clear your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of their record inventory. They're always open at brookingsautomall.com. 1-0 to Mitchell here. He took first pitch for ball 1. Rylance still dealing with the runner, Mint on second. That one inside is going to clip the hip of Bryson Mitchell. He'll wear that one down the first base line. 2 runners on now for Sioux Falls East. Brings up Ryan Hirsch, the center fielder. Brayden Olson, the catcher, on deck. Chase Du Bois in the hole. He's on second base out in the field. When they play out in the field, I should say. I digress. Rylance taking some time here. Hirsch, the center fielder. Got called into action back in the first inning out in the field. Caught a fly ball from Trayton Hemrick. Fouls this one up and out of play. Makes it an 0-1 count to the center fielder. 3 batters have come to the plate so far this half inning. 1 of them out on a 5-3 putout. 2 of them currently on base. Sawyer Mint led things off with a single, and then Bryson Mitchell was just hit by a pitch. He took first base for free. The 0-1 in there for a strike. Make it 0-2. Rylance ahead of the count again. He's been good at this so far today. At one point in time, it feels like he's been ahead in the count on almost every batter he's faced through the first 6. This one sent up the middle. It's in the air. Giving chase is the center fielder. And he will glove it for the out. Thrown in, but the runner will tag at second and scoot to third. So the runner's at the corners after that fly ball caught in the outfield by Marcus Pitkin. That brings up Brayden Olson with runners at the corners. Olson batting out the 8 spot, the catcher for Sioux Falls East, excuse me. Olson's got right around a 280 batting average this year. .25 hits on the season. Takes strike 1. Looking to add to his RBI count. He's got 25 so far. First run of the game for Sioux Falls East is only 90 feet away. It's a 1-1 count after that one misses for a ball. One swung on and missed for strike 2. Watertown got off to a hot start here. Sioux Falls East with a good chance to answer at least one of those runs. 3-0 is your score. Watertown leads. Let's come set for the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Gets him swinging. 4th punch out of the game for Caden Rylance. And that one ends inning at number 2. We go to the top of the 3rd here on KYNTV here shortly. No 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 2 runners get stranded on base. We are at the top of the 3rd in a 3-0 ball game. This is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament from Bob Sheldon Field in Brookings on KYNTV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
We come back to the top of inning number 3. Nash Berg will lead things off here. Walked in his first at-bat, so 0 for 0 on the day. He'll lead off the 3rd. Marcus Rabine on deck. Marcus Pitkin in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum for Watertown post 17. They lead 3-0 entering the top of the 3rd. First pitch from Caden Watson in there for strike 1. The 0-1. That one misses outside for a ball. It's a 1-1 count. 1-1 to Berg. Walked and was stranded on bases back in the first inning. That's where Watertown has all 3 of their runs back in the first. That one in there for a strike. It's a 1-2 count now to Berg. That one outside. Ends up in the right-handed batter's box. Good snag behind the plate for Olson. Caden Watson is settled in on the mound after the first inning. Berg, hard grounder to the shortstop. He'll throw it over there in time. That is Sawyer Tolk on the play. A 6-3 putout is how we start inning number 3. Marcus Rabine steps up to the plate. Struck out looking back in the first inning of play. First pitch to Rabine. That's outside for a ball. Rabine at the plate. Pitkin on deck. It's Marcus and Marcus back to back. One with a C, one with a K. Gets him swinging through for strike one there, does Caden Watson. Rabine in a 1-1 count now at the dish. That one misses the zone, high and away for a ball. Rabine steps back in the box. Watson outside again. 3-1 count now for Rabine. Watertown has been good at drawing walks in this one. 4 walks drawn so far through the first 2 innings. First 2 and a third innings, but that one's in there for a strike. Count goes full to Rabine. Rabine gets underneath this one, sent out to left field. Giving chase is the left fielder Rippentrop in foul territory, but it will fall down. It'll hit the grass safely, and we'll redo it. 3-2, and count remains full. Payoff pitch coming to Rabine as Watson comes set on the mound. He'll kick and deal. Gets him swinging through for strike 3. Another punch out for Caden Watson. His 4th punch out of the day on the mound. Brings up Marcus Pitkin. Pitkin had an RBI back in the first inning of play. Going to get a mound visit here. There has been some work going on over in the bullpen, and Caden Watson has a heavy workload on him so far. Through 2 2/3 innings, he's thrown 75 pitches. He's allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, but he's also got 4 strikeouts and 4 walks. And that is going to do it for him today on the mound. Caden Watson will take the walk off the field. We'll see who Sioux Falls East is bringing in and let you know a little more about him here shortly on KYNTV. 75 pitches, though. The day is done for Caden Watson. So we'll see how his final stats, these should be his final stats actually. So we'll get those to you when we return here on KYNTV, your official home of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament from Bob Sheldon Field in Brookings. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To fix my fixer-upper.
To be done renting.
To make more room.
If a great home is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust can help you navigate buying, building, or remodeling with local mortgage experts who make it easy.
To give Hazel a big backyard.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes home buying easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back in here, KYNTV. We're back live for the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. Caden Watson's day on the mound is done. Ethan Olson takes over with no runners on and a 3-run deficit here in the top of inning number 3. Already 2 outs so far in this one. Olson this season as a pitcher, he's pitched in 3 games across 8 1/3 innings, all of them starts. He's got 1 win, no losses on the mound. See what he can do here in relief. First pitch missing high there for a ball. This is Marcus Pitkin at the plate. It was 2 up, 2 down to start things. Make it 2-0. That one was low to Pitkin. 75 pitches for Caden Watson. Pulling him out at that time seems deliberate. This one's popped up left field. Giving chase is Tolk, the shortstop. And he will glove it deep in left field, down the left field line. So a long run from the shortstop, but that does it here for inning number 3. The top half, 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody gets left on base. We head to the bottom of the 3rd in a 3-0 lead for Watertown over Sioux Falls East. Post 15 tries to change that when we come back in 60 seconds. This is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament on KYNTV.
What's your big picture?
To make a difference.
To love what I do. To put my degree to work.
To have flexibility in my work and my wardrobe.
If managing a meaningful career is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust offers competitive pay, great benefits, and a fun, supportive culture.
So, when can you start?
To apply at First Bank & Trust, visit bankeasy.com/careers.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Chase Du Bois will lead things off here. Got that bat cocked way back in his batting stance. He'll take ball 1. On the mound for his 3rd inning of work is Caden Rylance. Hasn't allowed any runs so far. It's 4 strikeouts. This one's a hot shot back up the middle, and that is going to be, no, it's in the glove of the shortstop. Great play at short, but not going to get there in time. Great effort from short by Nate Briggs, able to glove that one as it was bouncing over the second base bag. But the throw pulls the first baseman, Nashberg, off the bag. Probably wouldn't have been there in time. A lot of speed from Du Bois. That's a leadoff single, and brings up Dylan Rippentrop. Rippentrop, the leadoff hitter of this lineup, struck out looking in his first at-bat, was one of 3 punch-outs in the first inning for Caden Rylance. Sawyer Tolk on deck, Colin Lunders in the hole. That one's in there, strike 1. Stepping out is Rippentrop, so Hughes, Coach Hughes, Dan Hughes for Sioux Falls East, can give the signal from the third base dugout, or third base coaching box. Showing bunt there, but it's inside. He pulls back in time, so take it for a ball. 1-1 count here now to Rippentrop. Throw over to first, not there in time. Diving back in safely is Du Bois. It's a 1-1 count with 1 runner on. 3-0 ball game. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East here in the bottom of inning number 3. This is the opening day of the state tournament, the opening game. Bunting laid down, picked up by the third baseman. Taps it once, throws it over to first. In there in time. The bunt does advance the runner to second base. But a 5-3 putout retires Rippentrop. Good play from Hayden Reese again at third base. It's his second one of the day. Been 2 groundouts so far for post 15. Both of them been picked up by Reese over at third. That brings Sawyer Tolk, struck out in his first at-bat. He's back to the plate in a 3-0 game. As a runner in scoring position at second, trying to hang the first crooked number of the day for post 15. There's a child absolutely sprinting out after that foul ball. Ends up along the tree line behind the first base dugout. Rylance comes set on the mound, checks the runner at second. He'll fire home to Tehl. Gets him swinging for strike two. It's an 0-2 count. Rylance comes set, 0-2. One down already in the inning. This one popped up. Shallow right center field. Couple different players giving chase. They'll be gloved by the right fielder. Throw in will keep the runner at second. Great arm out there in right field from Dylan Rodden. Keeps the boys at second. 2 down now in the inning. And that brings up Colin Lunders. Runner on second. Colin Lunders steps in. First pitch he sees, pops up the elevator shaft. Shortstop getting underneath of it. He will glove it for the out. That is Nate Briggs gloving it for out number 3. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. 1 runner gets left on base. We head to the top of inning number 4. 3-0. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East here on KYNTV. This is the opening game of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. Every game right here on KYNTV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep our main streets thriving.
To help end hunger.
To provide hospitality beyond expectation.
To remain an industry leader.
If business success is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust simplifies banking so you can stay focused on what matters most.
To keep vets all over the world looking this good.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes growing your business easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back in here on KYN-TV. We head to the top of inning number 4. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East 3-0 with a chance to add to their lead. Leading off this half inning will be Trayton Hemrick. Jonathan Lake on deck. Dylan Rodden in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum. For post 17 out of Watertown. First pitch misses outside for a ball. This is Ethan Olson on the mound. He took over for Caden Watson. Watson ended his day with 75 pitches, 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Here's a shot back up the middle, gloved by Olson on the mound. He will underhand toss it over to first. That's a 1-3 putout of Hemrick to get things started here in the 4th. But Watson's final stats, 75 pitches, 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. That 75 pitches for Watson feels deliberate. As I believe it's 81, over 81, you're basically done for the tournament due to rest rules here in Legion Baseball. We're going to risk throwing them at another batter. Stepping up to the plate is Jonathan Lake, the catcher. Struck out in his first at-bat, but he's taking a couple balls here. It's 2-0 count to Lake. 2-0. Outside for a ball, it's 3-0. See if Lake is taking all the way. Rodden on deck, and then top of the order, Hayden Reese. The 3-0 misses outside for a ball. 4-pitch walk puts Jonathan Lake on first base. First walk issued by Olson today, but it's the 5th walk drawn in total for Watertown. Post 15 showing some good plate discipline. Post 17 showing good plate discipline. Dylan Rodden grounded out to the 3rd baseman back in the 2nd inning. That was to lead off the 2nd inning of play. That one's in there for strike 1 to him, the right-handed hitter, Rodden. Top of the order, Hayden Reese is on deck. 1 runner on, trying to increase their lead as Watertown. They're up 3-0 here on KYN-TV. Checks the runner at first a couple times. Now fires home with the 0-1. Make it 1-1 as out missed for a ball. KYNTV would like to recognize the corporate sponsor and partner of this state tournament, First Bank and Trust. Find out how First Bank and Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com or visit them in person at 526th Street in Brookings. This one sent to the outfield, giving chase is the center fielder. Diving effort made out in center, and he will glove it for the out. What a play, Ryan Hirsch. Diving catch made out in center field, keeps that runner at first base, and keeps any more damage from being done here. 3-0 Watertown leads, but that'll get the spirits raised a little bit. Ryan Hirsch. A little bit of a web gem here to lead off the opening game of the 2024 Class A state tournament. Brings Hayden Reese to the plate. This one's going to be a chopper to the shortstop. Gloved at short by Tehl. Throw over in time. A 6-3 put out does it here in the top of inning number 4. Watertown still leads 3-0, but Sioux Falls East has a chance to change that when we return. This is the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament on KYNTV. 3-0 Watertown leads Sioux Falls East. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank and Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Welcome back in here, KYNTV. This is the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament, the opening game of this tournament. It's the 4-5 matchup. The 5-seeded Watertown Post 17 currently lead this one 3-0 over the 4th-seeded Sioux Falls Post 15 East. But Sioux Falls has a chance to change that here in the bottom of inning number 4. Caden Rylance still on the mound for Watertown. Throw down to second base means we are ready to go here in the bottom of the 4th. Sawyer Mint leading off here for Sioux Falls East. Had a single back in the second inning. The first and one of 2 hits on the day for Post 15. Caden Rylance has been dealing on the mound so far. 4 strikeouts in this one. 2 hits allowed, no runs. Going into his 4th inning of work. Mint trying to change that. He fouls that one back in the netting. Oh, 1 count now to Mint. Rylance likes the call he gets. Works through his windup. Gets him swinging there for strike 2. Home plate umpire said he got a piece of it. Foul tipped it back into the glove. Whether he got a piece or not, it's a strike, but still. Trying to time things up here is Sawyer Mint. Takes that one high and tight for a ball. 1-2 count now from Rylance. This one, hard shot back up the middle, giving chases. Briggs from short. He will glove it behind the second base bag, flip it to first. Not there in time. Actually over the head of Berg at first, but heads up play by Jonathan Lake, backing up the play, running down the first base line. Didn't give Sawyer Mint a chance to run over to second on the throw that got away from the first baseman. But a leadoff single brings up Tate Schaefer. It's the second time this game that Sawyer Mint has a leadoff single in an inning. Happened back in the second, now here in the third. You stranded at third base, or here in the fourth, excuse me. You stranded at third base last time. Tate Schaefer up for his second at-bat. Grounded out to the third baseman his first time, but this one will be dropping for a base hit out in right field. Runner's going to take off from second to third as well, so that's going to put runners at the corners for Sioux Falls East with nobody out in the inning. knocking on the door of their first run. 90 feet away is Sawyer Mint bringing up Bryson Mitchell. Mitchell was hit by a pitch and stranded at first base back in the second inning. Jonathan Lake, the catcher, giving signals to his guys out there in the field. Mitchell's the designated hitter for this post-15 lineup. See how much pop in the bat he's got. This one fouled off, out of play. I went hit the top of the net, so it stayed in the field. Home plate umpire will pocket that one. Rylands comes set with runners on the corners. Nobody down. This one popped up. Right fielder giving chase. Rodden getting underneath of it. He's got a good arm in right. They're going to test him at home, though. Tagging from third is the lead runner, Mint. First run of the game for Sioux Falls. Post 15 East is Sawyer Mint sliding in there safely. Bryson Mitchell, the sac fly RBI, takes one run off the lead, but it's still a 3-1 ball game. Watertown advantage here in the bottom of the fourth. Ryan Hirsch coming up to the plate. Made a diving catch in the outfield here recently. That came just last inning. Little web gym to get things started. That one scoots away from the catcher as that pitch was low, so running from first to second will be Tate Schaefer. Taking second base on the pass ball. Another runner in scoring position for Sioux Falls East. The 1-0. Rylands is set. Comes home. Schaefer loaded up like he wanted to go around, but held back, and that one got in and out of the glove of Lake, so it'll be a ball. 2-0 count now to Schaefer. Ryan Hirsch. Schaefer's the man at second base. Hirsch at the plate. Brayden Olson is on deck for Sioux Falls East. That one misses low, ball 3. At risk of walking another runner on here is Rylands. Caden Rylands has had a great day so far, just giving up his first run here in the bottom of the fourth. That one's in there for a strike. Looks like Hirsch was taken all the way. 3-1 count now. Rylands had 52 pitches over 3 1/3 innings. 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 4 strikeouts. No walks issued yet, but he does have a hit by pitch given up. That one fouled back into the net. It'll make it a 3-2 count. We'll go full. Big payoff pitch coming from Caden Rylands. Rylands taking his time to toe the rubber again. Getting some signals from his fielders behind him. He'll come set. Crucial payoff pitch coming. Rylands fires home. That one outside for a ball. That's the first walk drawn today by Sioux Falls East. That puts Hirsch on first, Schaefer on second, and Brayden Olson stepping up to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat, did Olson. First pitch to him, high and tight for ball 1. Just bend down to grab my pen that I dropped on the ground. Should have done some calisthenics this morning. Not hurt. 1-0, misses low for ball 2. And it looks like the middle infielders, actually the whole infield is going to come in and talk to Rylands here in a 2-0 count. Pitcher Jonathan Lake will join him. Like I said earlier, Rylands has had a great day so far. He's allowed 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He has 4 strikeouts, 1 walk issued now on 56 pitches. Caden Watson, the starter, opposite him today. 75 pitches, over 2 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. Ethan Olson's come in and pitched 1 1/3 inning of great baseball. He's only allowed 1 walk. No hits, no runs. 2-0. Ben's in there. It was running away from Olsen, but it still snuck into the zone. Makes it a 2-1 count. See how Rylands attacks here. Sneaking multiple glances over at Schaefer at second base. That one low for a ball. Good block by Lake. Keeps the runners at first and second. This is the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament here on KYNTV, your exclusive home for every game. 3-1 lead for Watertown here in Game 1 of the tournament. This is the 4-5 matchup, as that is a walk drawn to load the bases for Brayden Olsen. That brings up Chase Du Bois. Olsen on first, Hirsch on second, Schaefer on third. The guy at the plate had a single on his last at-bat. A single could score 2 here. It looks like we're going to get a mound visit here from one of the coaches for Watertown. Head coach for Watertown is Ryan Neal. Nick Geff, the assistant coach, along with Travis Schmidt. And, of course, their bat boy, Phoenix Thomas. He made the trip as well. He's a fan favorite from the Watertown Post-17 faithful. I think he's winning the crowd over on both sides every time he comes out so far. Watertown leads this one 3-1 in the bottom of inning number 4. KYNTV would like to take this time to recognize the corporate sponsor and partner of the state tournament, First Bank and Trust. Find out how First Bank and Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com or visit them at 520 6th Street in Brookings. Also, thank you to Brookings Auto Mall. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of their record inventory, and they're always open at brookingsautomall.com. First pitch to the new batter. Fouled off. It's an 0-1 count now to Chase Du Bois. Singled back in his first at-bat. That was just last inning. Du Bois loads up with that bat high and far back behind his head. The 0-1 swung on. Fouled back in the net again. 0-2. Du Bois is swinging like he wants to give Post 15 a lead. 0-2 count to him now. That one outside for a ball. It's a tough pitch to take. It was running away from him and it ran too far. The 1-2. That one in and out of the glove of Lake, but lands right back at his feet, so no runners move. Count goes 2-2 on the ball. The 2-2 pitch from Rylands starts to go around, but holds up in time. Check swing there, makes the count 3-2. Full count, payoff pitch with the bases loaded. There's nowhere to put Du Bois. You got to attack him. Swung on and missed. Rylands does just that and gets the punch out. Brings up the top of the order with Dylan Rippentrop. That makes it 2 down now in the inning. Rippentrop steps up to the plate. A strikeout and a ground out so far in this one. He's 0 for 2 on the day. But a big shot here. Potentially tie this game up or even take the lead for Sioux Falls East. Rylands, wheels and deals on the mound. Rippentrop loaded up, didn't go around, didn't matter. It was a called strike. The 0-1. Rylands able to work out of his windup now with the bases loaded. There's no risk of anybody running. Misses that one outside for a ball, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. It's a 1-2 count. Rylands. Wheels and deals working quickly. This one popped up, foul territory, out of play. We'll re-rack, repack them, and restack them. We'll do it again for a 1-2 count. Rippentrop looking for his first hit of the game. It'd be crucial here in the bottom of inning number 4. The 1-2. Just misses the zone. Might have been a little high. It looks like it was over the plate. It's up around the collarbone area. Makes it a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in a 2-run ball game. Watertown leads 3-1 over Sioux Falls East. Ryland steps off there to reevaluate the situation. Shakes off the first call. Now gets something he likes. He's into his windup. That one inside. It's going to hit Rip and Trop. He'll wear it. He doesn't mind. That brings in the second run of the game for Sioux Falls East. It's now a 1-run ball game with the bases still loaded. An RBI hit by pitch. He brings the run in on the hit by pitch. Coming across the score on that was Tate Schaefer from third. That puts Ryan Hirsch at third base in his place, and Brayden Olson on second. Rippentrop on first. Sawyer Tolk to the plate. Tolk, strikeout and a flyout so far in this one. First pitch to him, it's a hard grounder to the second baseman. Might have got caught up there. It was hard off the bat, but it's picked up in time and thrown over to first to end the inning. Little bit of damage done. 2 runs come across, but Watertown still leads 3-2 as we head to the top of inning number 5. 3 runners get stranded on base in a bases-loaded situation. This is the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament, the opening game right here on KYNTV. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East 3-2. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To fix my fixer-upper.
To be done renting.
To make more room.
If a great home is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust can help you navigate buying, building, or remodeling with local mortgage experts who make it easy.
To give Hazel a big backyard.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes home buying easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV, your official home of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. Watertown, post 17, the 5 seed leading the 4th seed at Sioux Falls East, post 15. 3-2 as we head to the top of the 5th. 2 runs in the bottom half of last inning. Have East back in this one as we're getting down the home stretch. That wind, it starts to die out and then it picks right back up. That one misses low for a ball. It's a 1-0 count here to the leadoff hitter for Watertown. It's Mitch Olson at the plate. Olson has a walk, a run scored, and a strikeout so far in this one. 2-0 count, make it 3-0. That one misses low and away. Still on the mound, it looks like is Ethan Olson for Sioux Falls East. The 3-0. Olson taking all the way, and that one was right down Broadway. The 3-1 from Olson now. Swung on, chopper to the second baseman. That'll be gloved at second. Takes a late hop, trying to beat it out at first. He does not beat it out at first. Took a long time to get to Chase Du Bois there at second base, but once he gloved it, he fired it over. Olson almost beats it out. That's a 4-3 putout to start inning number 5. Watertown leads 3-2 over Sioux Falls East. Nate Briggs to the plate. An RBI single, a run scored, and a walk so far in this one. This one popped up foul territory down the right field line. That is drifting foul near the bullpen area. A couple kids chasing after that one. They heard they at least get 2 quarters. They bring that ball back to the concession stand. Taking his time to get back in the box here is Nate Briggs. Getting the signal in the third base coaching box from Ryan Neal. The 0-1. Misses high. That one slipped out a little early there. It's a 1-1 count. Make it 1-2. That one's in the zone for a strike. 1-2 count now to Nate Briggs. Olsen has stepped in and pitched well since coming in relief. Briggs sends this out to left field, but that would be gloved out in left by Dylan Rippentrop. That is the second out of the inning. A line out to the left fielder. Brings up Nashberg, a walk and a ground out so far in this one. Was stranded on second base back in the first inning. All of Watertown's runs came back at the top of the first. They jumped out to that early 3-0 lead, and it took until the last half inning for Sioux Falls East to answer back. Makes it 3-2. Berg wastes no time trying to get a piece of this one and pops it up to center field. That will be gloved in center by Hirsch, and that will do it for the top of inning number 5. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs, no errors, nobody gets left on base. Watertown leads 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on KYNTV, your home for the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To make a difference.
To love what I do. To put my degree to work.
To have flexibility in my work and my wardrobe.
If managing a meaningful career is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust offers competitive pay, great benefits, and a fun, supportive culture.
So, when can you start?
To apply at First Bank & Trust, visit bankeasy.com/careers.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Here we are back in the bottom of inning number 5. Watertown leads 3-2 over Sioux Falls post 15 East. Trying to keep that lead is Caden Rylance back on the mound for another inning of work. He was at 72 pitches after last inning. That was pitch number 73 for a ball. And pitch number 74 is a strike. Leading off this half inning is Colin Lunders. Lunders has he has a strikeout and a pop out in this one so far. This one on the ground to the shortstop Briggs. Going back to his right as a throw across his body. Tough throw in there in time. Nate Briggs with a cannon from the shortstop position gets the first out of the inning. Brayden Butler here on KYNTV. We are your exclusive home for video coverage of this entire tournament. Every single game from this opening game between Sioux Falls East and Watertown all the way through to Championship Saturday. We got what you need here on KYNTV. Next up to the plate is Sawyer Mint. He's 2 for 2 on the day, a pair of singles and a run scored. They do trail 3-2 to Sioux Falls East. That one's in there for a strike, so make it a 1-1 count after the opening pitch of the at-bat missed for a ball. Rylance getting a hefty workload here. That one missed for a ball. It's a 2-1 count. We're in the bottom of inning number 5. Watertown leads 3-2. Hot shot back on the middle. Diving effort made by Briggs, but he can't get there. It's going to roll all the way to the center fielder. Pitkin gloves it out in center and throws it back in. But a single here, the third single of the day for Sawyer Mint. Puts him at first base and brings up Tate Schaefer. Rylance at 79 pitches here. This one popped up. Rylance starting to work under it, so is Jonathan Lake. And Lake, the catcher, will glove it in foul territory for the out. So a P2 for Tate Schaefer. Brings up Bryson Mitchell. He's been hit by a pitch and has a sac fly RBI to right field. Mitchell, the DH. has a runner on first base in Sawyer Mint. This one grounder to the shortstop Briggs. He will flip it to the second base bag. Second baseman covering. A 6-4 put out ends the inning here in the fifth. 3-2 your score. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East. Here, as we're getting down to brass tacks, in game number 1 of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. All games right here on KYNTV. I'm Brayden Butler. Thank you for joining us so far. 3-2 Watertown leads. We'll be back with more Legion Baseball in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep our main streets thriving.
To help end hunger.
To provide hospitality beyond expectation.
To remain an industry leader.
If business success is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust simplifies banking so you can stay focused on what matters most.
To keep vets all over the world looking this good.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes growing your business easier at bankeasy.com.
We're ready to go in the top of inning number 6. Ethan Olson still on the mound for Sioux Falls East, and getting us started with a hot shot to right center is Marcus Rabine. His first hit of the day. He leads off the 6th inning with a single. 3-2 Watertown leads. That's their 4th hit of the ball game. Puts Rabine on first. And it looks like they're going to get a courtesy runner out there for him. Rabine steps off. That puts number 21, Spencer Winches, over at first base. He's the courtesy. Marcus Pitkin now to the plate. Shows bunt. Trying to get a back pick. Trying to get Winches at first. He slides in there safely. That was a bang-bang play. Sawyer Mint thought he got him over there at the first base bag. Smart play from Olson trying to throw the back pick. Showing bunt again is Pitkin. He gets this one laid down. Third baseman up with it. Fires across the diamond in time. 5-3 put out, but it moves the runner to second base. In scoring position now is Spencer Winches. Courtesy running for Marcus Rabine. Jonathan Lake is on deck. Trayton Hemrick to the plate. Hemrick so far in this one is a sac fly RBI to center field and a ground out to the pitcher. 3-2 Watertown leads here on KYN-TV. Olson comes set, fires home, leaves that one high. Olson fakes the back pick to second base. You don't see it a lot, but we've already seen it in this game. Olson threw a back pick to second and was able to catch a runner out on the base paths. That was Hayden Reese. Too far away from second to go back. Tried getting to third and eventually was thrown out. This one sent out behind the first base bag in foul territory. Giving chase is Sawyer Mint, and Mint will glove it for the out. Runner does advance to third, though, on the unconventional sac fly. You don't usually see basically an infield sac fly, but taking some time to get the ball back in. Allowed Winches to run over to third. Brings up Jonathan Lake with a runner 90 feet away, trying to double their lead. Watertown leads 3-2. They'd love to make it 4-2 heading into the bottom of the 6th. Got to get a timeout here. It looks like Sioux Falls East was checking to make sure the runner actually tagged the second base bag. And they throw it down to second and tag the bag, and the call is safe on the field. So Winches did tag second before running over to third. That pitch in there for strike one. It's an 0-1 count now to Lake. Make it 1-1. That one missed low and inside for a ball. The 1-1 popped up by Lake. That's in the infield. Runner's going to come home, but it will be gloved at third for the final out. A runner gets stranded 90 feet away. Watertown maintains their 1-run lead. 3-2 as we head to the bottom of inning number 6. This is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament from Bob Sheldon Field in Brookings here on KYNTV. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East 3-2. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV. Throw down from Jonathan Lake means we are ready to go in the bottom of inning number 6. Running out of time. Both these teams are running out of time trying to secure the first win of the 2024 Class A Legion Tournament. Brayden Butler here on the call for game number 1 between Watertown and Sioux Falls East. 3-2 Watertown leads. All 3 of those runs coming in the top of inning number 1. Sioux Falls East scored both of their runs in the bottom of inning number 4. Outside of that, a lot of zeros have been hung on the board. Caden Ryland's going back out there for another inning of work. And he's past the final threshold, so he's probably good to go to the max, which is 105. First pitch misses for a ball. Second pitch, hard shot to the third baseman, just bouncing over the glove of Hayden Reese at third. And that'll be a leadoff single for Ryan Hirsch. Hirsch, the center fielder, with his first hit of the game, second time on the base paths. He drew a walk back in the 4th inning. Brings up Brayden Olson, the catcher. Olson has a strikeout and a walk. Got stranded on second base. That walk came back in the 4th inning. Chase Du Bois on deck. And then top of the order, Dylan Rippentrop in the hole. Olson showing bunt. Pulls it back. Trying to get a back pick there to first base. Lake with a throw down. Not in time. Sliding back in safely is Ryan Hirsch. 1-0 counter. That was taken for ball 1 by Olson. 3 runs on 4 hits for Watertown. No errors. 2 runs on 6 hits. No errors for Sioux Falls East. That one misses low for a ball. 2-0 count now to Olson. The 2-0 on its way. That one misses high for a ball. 3-0 count now to Olson. Getting a signal from his coach, Dan Hughes, in the third base coaching box. Most likely, hey, take it all the way. Throw over to first, not there in time. Hirsch dives back in safely, trying to get picked off, or trying to get the pick off was Caden Rylands. .3-0 count. Rylands fires home. Taking all the way was Olson. That one clips the zone for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Popped up left center field. A couple different players giving chase, but it looks like the center fielder will be the one who gloves it. And that is Marcus Pitkin with the out. Runner stays at first base. So out number 1 on a fly out to the center fielder, Marcus Pitkin. Brings up Chase Du Bois. Single and a strikeout so far in this one. First pitch to Du Bois, high and tight, around the eyes for ball one. Rylance comes set for the 1-0. This one popped up, foul out of play. That was the 90th pitch of the game for Caden Rylance. The limit is 105. You can finish that batter after 105. Well, he's still about 15 pitches away from that mark. There's plenty of room to work out of this inning, but this was a hot shot down the left field line. Drifting foul. Du Bois with a good shot, but just foul down that left field line. Connor sees some other teams starting to show up to the venue. Renner Post 307. They're playing in our next game today. They'll be taking on Yankton Post 12. That'll be second game of the day. Myself and Bryce Ladwig will be on the call for that one. That is scheduled first pitch of 1 p.m. about an hour and a half from now. Pre-game will be 10 minutes before, as that one was high and tight. Du Bois lets out a big breath there, as that one was at his eyes again. 2-2 count now to him. Big swing there, can't get a piece of it. Caden Rylance, even with the heavy workload, still has his power stuff. Another strikeout for him. Rylance, that's his 5th strikeout of the game. 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. 5 strikeouts and 2 walks over 6 strikeouts. That just updated. 6 strikeouts over 5 2/3 innings of work. 2 down now here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch starts to go around. Don't know if they said he went around or it was a called strike. Either way, they're putting one on the board. It's an 0-1 count to Dylan Rippentrop. Rippentrop has a hit by pitch, which brought in a run. 5-3 put out and a strikeout so far in this one. The 0-1 fouled off into the net, out of play. Just realized how far the net extends down the first base line here at Bob Sheldon Field. Protect the concessions area. The 0-2 back up the middle. It's dropping and it will drop for a base hit. Runner moves from first to second, but that's a single for Dylan Rippentrop, and that brings up Sawyer Tehl. Stepping into the box here, Sawyer Tehl. Runners at first and second. Hirsch at second, he led off with a single. And then Rippentrop with the latest single. It's a 1-0 count. That one misses inside to Tehl. 3-2 your score. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East, but they've been held scoreless since the top of inning number 1. Sioux Falls East outside of the bottom of the 4th. To be fair to Watertown, that's their only scores. 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th for Sioux Falls East. That one misses inside. It's going to be a 2-0 count. Tehl readjusts his shin guard. So it's back into the right-hander batter's box. Rylance nearing 100 pitches on the day. That was pitch number 99. It's going to be fouled down the third base line, up along the fence. It's going to be picked up by a Renner player. They're sitting along the third base dugout side. That will be their dugout as the higher seed. They'll be the home team. The 2-1. Outside for a ball, make it 3-1 from Rylance. And officially at over 100 pitches. He's in triple digits. If he doesn't get the out here on Tehl, maybe one more batter face, but that would most likely spell the end of the day for Rylance. This one sent out to left center field. Left fielder getting under it. He will shade under and glove it for out number 3. 2 runners get stranded on base as Caden Rylance works out of the jam. It remains a 3-2 ball game. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East as we head to the final stanza, the top of inning number 7, when we return here on KYNTV, your exclusive home for video coverage of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. 3-2 Watertown leads. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To fix my fixer-upper.
To be done renting.
To make more room.
If a great home is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust can help you navigate buying, building, or remodeling with local mortgage experts who make it easy.
To give Hazel a big backyard.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes home buying easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV. We're in the top of inning number 7. Getting down to the last chance saloon for both these teams. Watertown leads 3-2. Looking to put one final charge into that lead here. They'll lead off with Dylan Rodden. Rodden has a ground out and a fly out so far in this one. And then it goes back to the top of the order. Hayden Reese on deck. Mitch Olson in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum. Rodden tried laying down the bunt there. Trying to sneak over to first, but it went foul. Ethan Olson still on the mound for Sioux Falls East. Rodden sends this one to right center field, and that will be over the head of the right fielder. It's going to roll into right center for a double. Leadoff double for Dylan Rodden puts him in scoring position. That brings Hayden Reese to the plate, the leadoff hitter of this lineup. That was a great hit for Rodden. Put it right where it needed to be for the leadoff double. Ethan Olson in this one, that was pitch number 33 for him. Working in relief here. This one, hard hit by Hayden Reese out to left field, but the wind carrying that back in. Runner tagging from second, Rodden. He's going to try to get to third. Throw to third, not there in time, gets away, out of play. Rodden will take home plate on the throwing error out of play. Watertown doubles their lead with aggressive base running. 4-2. Watertown post 17 leads Sioux Falls East. That brings Mitch Olson to the plate. Every bag is empty. We'll see how it affects Ethan Olson's process out on the mound. His plan of attack. First pitch in there for strike one to Olson. Nate Briggs on deck. Nash Berg in the hole for Watertown. That is ruled an error, the first error of the ball game. Olson sends this one out to center field and almost overruns it, does Hirsch in center field. But is able to get back to his spot and glove it for out number 2. 2 down now in the inning. Brings up Nate Briggs. Briggs has an RBI single, a walk, and a line out so far in this one. First pitch to him. Misses high for a ball. This is a crucial opening day. Nobody's season ends today, but a lot of people's seasons get a lot harder today. This one, hard shot into left field. That's a base hit on the grounder. A single for Nate Briggs. That brings up Nash Berg with a runner on. Berg, a walk and a ground out and a pop out so far in this one. Berg hasn't been on base since the first inning. He'd love to change that here. Watertown leads 4-2 in the top of the 7th. 1 run's already come across, 1 runner on, and 2 down in the inning. But Berg takes the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 bounces for a ball. KYNTV would like to recognize the corporate sponsor and partner of this state tournament, Brookings Auto Mall. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clear your clutter. They're always open at brookingsautomall.com. There's a liner to the shortstop, and that is gloved by Tehl. It's short for out number 3. Watertown doubles their lead, but it's only 2 runs. We'll see if Sioux Falls East can answer. We head to the final stanza. What could be the final stanza. Bottom of inning number 7 in a 4-2 ball game. Watertown leads Sioux Falls East. This is Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament on your exclusive home for video coverage, KYNTV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To make a difference.
To love what I do. To put my degree to work.
To have flexibility in my work and my wardrobe.
If managing a meaningful career is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust offers competitive pay, great benefits, and a fun, supportive culture.
So, when can you start?
To apply at First Bank & Trust, visit bankeasy.com/careers.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Got some changes out in the field for Watertown. Try to go over these here. Nate Briggs comes in from shortstop to throw this final inning, try to shut things down as the closer. In his place will be number 12 out there. We'll get these changes for you as we come along. Number 12 for Watertown, Will Ingstrom will be playing shortstop. New catcher behind the plate as well. Caden Rylance steps off the mound and now plays behind the dish. He's still part of the battery. He will catch for Nate Briggs. You know, usually when a pitcher comes out of the game, they just take the rest of the day off, but Caden Rylance says, to heck with that, put me behind the dish. Rylance the catcher, Briggs the pitcher, Ingstrom in at shortstop. Looking around the diamond, that is the changes made for Watertown out in the field. First pitch from Briggs. In there for strike 1. The 0-1 popped up into left field. Lunders is the one who hit it. Out in left, getting underneath of it and gloving it for out number 1 is Mitch Olson. 1 down. Watertown 2 outs away from winning the opening game of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. We're here at Bob Sheldon Field in Brookings. That brings up Sawyer Mint. Briggs coming set again on the mound. This one, shot into the outfield for a base hit. That'll get down for a single from Mint. There's 1 runner on. They need 2 runs to tie and force extras. 3 runs to win and walk it off here in the bottom of inning number 7. 4-2 with 1 away. Watertown leads with now Sawyer Mint on first. That brings Tate Schaefer to the plate, Bryson Mitchell on deck, and Ryan Hirsch in the hole. Tying run at the plate. That first one misses inside for a ball to Schaefer. A single, pop out, and a ground out so far in this one. Also has a run scored that came back in the 4th inning. All of Sioux Falls East runs came back in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 pitch, misses inside as well, make it 2-0. The 2-0. That one misses the zone as well. Make it 3-0. We'll see if Schaefer's taken all the way. Mitchell on deck. If Schaefer gets on, Mitchell would be the go-ahead, the winning run. Schaefer's the tying run at the plate. 3-0 misses high, puts the tying run on and brings up the winning run. Bryson Mitchell, if he puts a ride into one, can walk it off, but his first priority is trying to get that runner home from second, no matter what. We'll see what Briggs cooks up for him on the mound. Caden Ryland's behind the plate. Briggs checks the runner at second. Now gets the call from his catcher Ryland as he comes set. Briggs will kick and deal out of the stretch. First pitch in there for strike one. One down in the inning. Watertown leads 4-2, bottom of the seventh. This is potentially last call for Sioux Falls East. 2 runners on. That one popped up, foul territory. Ryland's getting underneath of it, and the catcher will glove it for out number 2. That brings up Ryan Hirsch. He's the winning run, but he also could represent the final out. The duality of baseball. We're getting a little drama here, started early. Game 1 of day 1 of the 2024 Legion Baseball State Tournament here for Class A. Briggs comes set, checks the runner at second. He'll fire home. That one clips the outer half, strike one. Briggs working quick. Maybe a little too quick there. Now Briggs is slowing down the pace. Gets the call from his catcher, comes set, checks second base. This one into right field, getting under it is Rotten. He will glove it for the third out, and that does it for game 1. Watertown, the 5 seed, takes down the 4th seeded Sioux Falls Post 15 East in day 1, game 1 of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. Sioux Falls East, their tournament is not done, but their road just got a lot tougher. With the win, Watertown will play in the 4 p.m. game tomorrow. With the loss, Sioux Falls East falls out and will play in the 10 a.m. game. They'll be the first game again tomorrow morning. 4-2 your final score. We're going to go to a quick break here on KYNTV and then wrap everything up around the corner. We'll be back in 60 seconds as Watertown secures a 4-2 victory over Sioux Falls Post 15 East in Game 1 of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament. We're back in 60 seconds. Welcome back in here on KYNTV. Watertown takes Game 1 of the 2024 Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament, defeating Sioux Falls East 4-2. Watertown, the 5 seed, now goes into the winner's part of the bracket tomorrow, and then the consolation bracket side goes for Sioux Falls East. That all starts tomorrow. Let's give a quick breakdown of the game that just happened right here in front of us. Watertown, 4-2. 3 runs in the top of inning number 1, and then nothing until the top of the 7th for Watertown. That gave them their 4 runs. But they held Sioux Falls East scoreless outside of the 4th inning, where Post 15 put up 2 runs in the bottom half of that frame. Getting to your stats for this game, we'll start with the losing team on the scoreboard, Sioux Falls Post 15 East. Dylan Rippentrop went 1 for 2 with an RBI and a strikeout. Sawyer Tolk was held to 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Colin Lunders went 0 for 4 with a strikeout as well. Sawyer Mint, the man of the day, 4 for 4 with 1 run scored. 1 for 3 for Tate Schaefer with a run and a walk. Bryson Mitchell went 0 for 2 with an RBI on a sac fly. Ryan Hirsch went 1 for 3 with a walk. Brayden Olson went 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And Chase Du Bois went 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in this one. On the mound for Sioux Falls Post 15 East, Caden Watson is credited with the loss. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 75 total pitches, 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Ethan Olson stepped in relief and took him all the way home to the end of the game. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no strikeouts, and only 1 walk issued. That was on 41 pitches. Now let's get to the victorious Watertown Post 17. Hayden Reese, the leadoff hitter, finished 1 for 3 with a 1 run scored and a walk. Mitch Olson went 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk and a strikeout. Nate Briggs went 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI and a walk. Nashberg went 0 for 3 with a walk. Marcus Rabine went 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Spencer Winchus came in as his courtesy runner but did not record an at-bat. Marcus Pitkin went 1 for 2 with an RBI. Trayton Hemrick went 0 for 2 with an RBI. Jonathan Lake went 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And Dylan Rodden went 1 for 3 with a run scored. On the mound, Caden Rylance gets the win. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 6 punch-outs and 2 walks on 101 pitches. Nate Briggs came in for the final frame. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no strikeouts, and 1 walk to get the save. Watertown takes the 4-2 win over Sioux Falls Post 15 East. And what does that mean for our bracket here on KYNTV? Your bracket review is brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites by Hilton. They're located on I-29, a mile from the Dana J. Dykhouse Stadium and the SDSU campus. A 2-minute drive to conventions and events at the Tehl Center, you can start your day with free hot breakfast, work from your room with free Wi-Fi, and relax in the indoor pool. All at the Hampton Inn & Suites by Hilton in Brookings, the official state tournament hotel partner. Well, for our official bracket, Watertown moves on to the 4 p.m. game tomorrow as the winner of this one. They will take on the winner of today's 4 p.m. game, Harrisburg Gold Post 45 against Brandon Valley Post 131. As for Sioux Falls East, they fall into the consolation bracket. They will play again at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. They will play the losing team in that Harrisburg Gold Post 45, Brandon Valley Post 131 matchup. So that 4 p.m. game is crucial for both of these teams. They'll figure out who they will